Okay, you guys, we are back with another banging video. In this video, guys, we are gonna talk about 50 Cent, the internet's biggest troll, coming after Tina Knowles once again. Just weeks after he basically called Tina an old lady after she defended, Tiny Harris. So, in case you guys have missed it, right? T.I. and 50, they were supposed to have a versus battle, but the two had agreed on stirring the pot on the internet. So the agreement between 50 and T.I. was that they were going to start some beef on the internet, and then that was to cook up the versus battle and make the versus battle, hot and interesting. So with 50 Cent being the hardworking, dedicated, committed person that he is, he went onto Instagram and he started trolling because they had agreed on starting internet beef, okay? So 50 started trolling, and then T.I. wasn't liking it. T.I. was getting sensitive, and then it turned out into something completely different. And then T.I. said 50 got mad because the versus battle was cancelled. But I was following some reports, honey, and that's not what I saw. What I saw was that both T.I. and 50 had an agreement that they would start some internet, drama, and that would make the versus battle interesting. But anywho, during the midst of 50 Cent dragging Tiny Harris, Miss Beyonce mom, Tina Knowles, decided that she was gonna pour some love and some light into Tiny Harris, right? Because you know that I'm gonna keep it real. Tina Knowles, I think she needs to take Beyonce's advice and come off the internet, because she could have sent Tiny a message, she could have sent Tiny a heartwarming, heartfelt message. She didn't need to do that on the internet, knowing that 50 Cent is the troll that he is. And if you don't want no smoke, you don't mess around 50. We all know that, right? So after Miss Tina, put a heartwarming little message to Tiny to cheer up her spirits, 50 Cent then called her old face looking old lady, and he went off on Tina, and he was just going in, okay? So, fast forward to now. The Houston Livestock and Rodeo show. Tina Knowles has a pop-up gumbo booth, and a lot of people have been going there to buy their gumbo. Now, people were getting sick after consuming the gumbo, so much so that many people had to be rushed to the hospital because there were people vomiting up blood and all of that, food poisoning and all those stuff. So after those people, got sick, went to the hospital, were vomiting blood, the Houston Health Department was called in, and they found over 6 different violations, and Tina Knowles' Gumbo Booth was shut down, okay? They found violations such as, food was being stored in improper buckets. So those buckets were not meant for food storage. But I don't know. I think that, that is something that everyone knows from the get-go. If you're not using a white bucket, how do you use a random colored bucket? Normally, there's a specific white bucket that you use for food storage, for food and water storage. And it is customary. I think everyone knew that because, take for example, in Jamaica, we have a lot of jerk stalls island-wide, and you see them every day, especially on the weekend, and everyone has their white bucket, and if they have a black bucket, it is a specific type of black bucket, and they're ensuring that they leave that label on for you to see what company that bucket is from. But Tina Knowles was just there, or whomever is who was working with her, or working with her, they were using just any bucket. The bucket was not fit for food storage. So that was a violation. The thawing process and all of that violation, along with a few more violations. Now, with 50 Cent being the natural troll that he is, he always remains true to himself, and that is he's gonna troll. So he has been trolling Tina Knowles ever since he learned that people have been getting sick after consuming her gumbo. And now he's upping the, theatrics, because he released a AI video of him being at Tina Knowles' Gumbo booth, buying the gumbo, and when he poured out on the counter, had his finger dipping in it, swirling around, it looked like fresh excrement. Diarrhea, to be specific. So basically, what was he saying there? He was saying that, hey, all Tina Knowles is doing is selling people diarrhea out here, honey. That is what he's saying. Honey, I don't know if Tina Knowles is going to respond, but I haven't seen a response from her as well. And I don't think she would respond because she has a lot of violation. And people did in fact get sick, even though we were questioning a lot of those people. Those people were proven to be correct in the end, because their claims were validated when the Houston Health Department temporarily closed down Tina Knowles' Gumbo booth. But 50 Cent, he's not missing out. He's not missing out, honey. He is trolling Tina Knowles, basically telling her she's selling fresh excrement. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you guys think. And while you're at it, do all you need to on this video to support your girl. Peace.